Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together because it's time to guess the game! It's a pretty simple website. It shows you a screenshot of a game and you try to guess the title. The more you mess up, the more information it drip feeds you until either you get it right or you lose. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, my overall video game experience, not that great. Sure, I know a lot about certain games or series, but there are a lot of genres I just don't have real hands-on time with, either because I just never really happen to get into them, or because I blow ass at playing them. There's too many menus, I don't know what's happening. And with most of my time this year taken up by work and editing, whenever I did hop on, it was usually just for some sort of co-op party game. Don't run into that.
Yellow
yeah.
Oh,
okay.
You're fucking kidding me. So I figured, hey, why not combine my desire to expand my horizons and regain some of my lost gamer expertise with my obligation to shovel new content into your hungry mouths. And thus, this video concept was born. Here are the rules. My goal is to guess 5 games in a row. If I can pull that off, I win. Video over. But if I can't guess one, then I have to play that full game all the way till the end.
I'm tired, boss.
Now, with these guidelines in place, I think we're good to go. Let's find out whether this was a bad idea. Okay, interesting start here. This looks like a cartoony game. Those don't look like realistic stairs to me. That's definitely Princess Peach right there, I think. Don't know why she's a mermaid. It's gotta be one of these. I think I've seen Super Princess Peach and it's like pixelated. So maybe this one? Nice, okay. I have no idea what these pixels are even supposed to be. Is that blood over there in the corner? Is that Dracula?
We straight gassing, cutting straight to the bricks. Ha ha.
That's Doom Guy, isn't it? Oh, unless... Oh, it is a Wolfenstein. It's gotta be the first one, right? Oh no. Well, that was a quick round, but that's okay, because now we get to play Wolfenstein 3D, the original action-packed Nazi punching grandpappy to modern first-person shooters. Gaming history nerds might try to tell you Maze War is the first FPS, but they're wrong! Okay, let's dial it back a bit.
I still believe in a place called hope. God bless America. Thank you all.
1992 was a stacked year for gaming, with releases like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Street Fighter 2, and Wonder Dog. Wonder Dog wasn't very good. But the one thing all those, even Wonder Dog, had in common is that they were console titles. On PC, games were typically less intense, more strategy and text. What do you mean you don't know how? But luckily, one day a ragtag group of developers had a revolutionary idea. Hey guys, what if we made a computer game? Fun. Boom! Wolfenstein 3D. Weapons, enemies, items, cover art with the shredded main character shooting a ridiculously big gun. 90s gamers were blown away. Learning all this background, I was excited to try the game out for myself. But there was one thing Wolfenstein's Wikipedia page didn't tell me. This game is hard. Now, you wouldn't think that looking at this gameplay, right? It all seems pretty simple. You click to shoot the bad guys, they die. Occasionally, you pick up some sort of helpful item. Really, the most complicated element is these secret rooms you unlock by pressing space on certain walls. But I quickly discovered a strategy to make even that a breeze. No, it's not the gameplay elements that make this game hard. It's the level design. See, these dudes came from a different time. They didn't follow the modern development philosophy you see in AAA games today. Yellow chalk showing you where to go, accessibility options, being completely broken on release, etc. No, these guys had come up playing arcade games, where the more often the player died, the more cash the developers earned. And thank God there's no coin slot on my PC, because if there was, I'd have had to take out half of my savings in loonies. See, while these guys go down easy under most circumstances, there are two ways they can get the upper hand on you. First is proximity. Soldiers do more damage the closer they are, so if one of them makes it into your personal bubble, oh, you're as good as dead. The second is numbers. Unfortunately, you can only shoot one thing at a time, so if you get stuck in a crowded room, odds are while you try to take out Klaus over here, all his buddies are gonna replace your internal organs with hot lead. Now I should say, for most people, these things probably wouldn't be too much of a problem. My biggest weakness is my memory, so for getting room layouts, I'd constantly bumble into these terrible situations over and over and over again, and every time I'd get sent to this high score screen with all the devs' names on it, like they wanted me to know exactly who was putting me through this endless cycle of torment. But through sheer determination, I eventually ascended all of the floors and made it to the 9th, where episode 1's final boss was waiting.
Guten Tag.
How many bullets can this guy take? Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. So, when you die in this game, you lose all of your items. Meaning I would be going up against this guy with this itty-bitty pistol and 8 rounds. An unwinnable matchup. Absolutely desperate, I pulled one last-ditch strategy out of my sleeve. Come on, please be something. Please be something. Oh. Oh! Oh! Where is he? Let's go! Oh my god. Oh my god, it's done! Yeah! Sort of. I mean, I still have to do it 2 more times. But beating the game suddenly felt a lot more possible. And in fact, as I started taking a crack at episode 2, I found myself slipping into a little bit of a groove. As it turns out, all that time trying to beat episode 1 by brute force had subconsciously forced me to adopt certain helpful strategies. And despite the introduction of mutant 3-armed zombie Nazis, sounds like a bad Ninja Turtles ripoff, and people calling to peer pressure me into playing other games.
Are you playing Wolfenstein 3D or are you gonna play a game with me?
I might play a quick little game, but that's also a distraction. Distracting me.
From what? Your content machine?
Yeah, my content machine operates at 1 content per 6 months. So I need to
Yeah,
maybe...
it's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it's okay. Nothing was quite enough to stop me from rising to episode 2's final floor and making quick work of its boss. One more to go. Things ramp up fast in episode 3. The corridors get more confusing, Nazis are tucked around every corner, and another even quicker shooting enemy starts showing up. But even with the devs throwing all of this new stuff at me, I managed to slog through the floors yet again, until I reached number 8, the second last, where I got stuck for hours. Now there's plenty of difficult things about this level, and I died in a wide variety of ways. No, not like this, not like this! Where'd you all come from? But nothing else in the game sent me to the game over screen more than this room, the one right before the elevator, which was packed so full of Nazis it looked like a NASA break room in 1945. Normally, I deal with a crowd this big by baiting them out and mowing them down in the doorway, but there are 2 doors out of this room, and these barrels make it very difficult to properly position yourself to cover both. After several failures... Why? No! I adopted a strategy where I'd open the door, book it back through the barrel maze, unload my machine gun, and pray. Please. Oh my god. What? The developers, those sick fucks, put an enemy in the elevator. This is the only time in the entire game they do that, so you have absolutely no reason to expect it. I hope you're happy with yourself, John Carmack, you asshole. Swallowing my righteous anger, I locked in and finally managed to clear out all of the enemies in the room. Not this time, fucknuts! And for the first time, arrived on floor 9, the last level of the entire game. And after shooting my way through some guards and wizards, I made it to the boss room for a showdown with the Führer himself. Oh god. Oh god.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
Yes! Yes! Victory was mine. Hitler was dead, and I could finally sleep without having nightmares of the id Software team taking turns beating me with a tire iron. But even though it was brutal, and I was pretty terrible at it. Oh! Oh! Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Fuck! In the end, I did kind of enjoy Wolfenstein 3D. Maybe I've just developed some new form of Stockholm Syndrome, but I think there's something kind of charming about just how rough and simplistic it is. And it's hard not to appreciate the thousands of games it would eventually inspire. But now it's time to chuck Wolfenstein 3D back into the 90s where it belongs and get back to guessing video games. Okay, back in it. This time, we're gonna get it done. Easy. I see some pixels. It looks 3D to me. It looks like a really zoomed in screenshot of a 3D game. Let's try Majora's Mask. Light work! Okay, this is interesting. Super hot. I think it's super hot. The train keeps rolling. Okay, this one looks a little harder. You know what, a Zelda game worked for us at the beginning. Let's try Wind Waker. Is Mass Effect an Xbox exclusive? I feel like it is. Could it be the original? Oh, Halo. Halo, it's gotta be Halo, right? That's the sci-fi Xbox exclusive. Halo 2, maybe? Oh no, this is Reach, isn't it? Yeah, can't believe it took me that long to get that one. So this is a game that takes place on like a computer, it looks like. Okay, that's a real person. I'm gonna skip. I've got nothing. I've literally got nothing. That is a whole human, dude.
It's a me, a Mario.
I see logic. I see that acronym up there. Let's try it. I have never heard of this game. When Her Story released in 2015, it was to great critical acclaim. IGN's Brian Albert called it wonderful and brave. Richard Stanton from The Guardian called it a new breed of narrative video game. And Andy Kelly at PC Gamer dropped this banger of a quote.
Say that again?
Now I'm gonna level with you guys. I thought this game was kind of boring. Listen, it's totally possible there's something I'm missing here, or maybe the art appreciation portion of my brain has just been fried by short form content, but I really didn't find it all that interesting. The premise of the game is definitely unique, I'll give it that. You diegetically search through a police database containing live action footage of this woman, Hannah, being interviewed about the death of her husband, Simon. By typing a word into this search bar here, we can pull any video clips where it's said by Hannah. For example, car.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier.
Or police.
Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed and that's when I called the police.
Or papers.
Found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there.
It's a very cool idea in theory, but the problem for me is the execution. When I first started the game, I was super excited to play detective, jot down notes, and solve the case of Simon's death. But I quickly abandoned that idea when I discovered the biggest twist in the narrative about 10 minutes in. And I guess that's kind of the issue with this type of non-linear storytelling. Like, I've always appreciated the experience of playing a video game and slowly piecing together the world's lore through the environment and character interactions, but this feels more like digging through the unedited footage on a film student's camcorder. I will say, one highlight of the whole thing is Viva Seyfarth's performance as Hannah.
Oh, the dreadful wind and
Play Wonderwall!
She got the award for Best Performance at the 2016 Game Awards, which she definitely deserved for carrying this project.
And the winner of Best Performance is Viva Seyfarth, The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3.
Eventually, after sifting through enough mostly irrelevant clips, how many more of these are there? I finally got a prompt to end the game and rolled the credits. And by that point, I was ready to be done with it. But if you're really interested in this concept, maybe you should give it a shot yourself. Just because the game didn't click with me doesn't mean you shouldn't give Hannah the chance to tell you her story. Okay, right off the bat with this one, I'm getting Assassin's Creed vibes. Look at that, you've got like a big castle there, what looks to be kind of an older city. I'm gonna say Assassin's Creed 2. Okay, not Assassin's Creed 2, but Assassin's Creed. So I'm guessing this game takes place in Paris. Now, I don't know which Assassin's Creed games take place there. Maybe Rogue? Let's try Mirage, why not? Maybe Revelations? Ubisoft needs to stop making these games, man. There's too many. Okay, I'm gonna try Syndicate. I have a good feeling about Syndicate. The year is 2013. Assassin's Creed is at its peak. Black Flag, one of its most beloved entries, had just been released, and excitement was brewing for the next game. Everything is terrible! What could have caused this? When Assassin's Creed Unity released in 2014, it was a mess. So full of bugs and glitches, it was hard to even play. Fanbase blowback was so big, it led to the next game, Syndicate, being the lowest selling Assassin's Creed ever, and eventually, arguably, to a restructuring of the entire series. Naturally, this awful original build of the game is the one I wanted to try out. So to avoid any fixes or patches Ubisoft might have pushed out in the last 11 years, I downloaded the oldest version directly from the Steam console and ran it unaltered. Right off the bat, we play as this little dude, Arnaud Dorian, son of a French nobleman named Charles de... Oh, no, he's dead. Luckily, this friend of his, Elise, still has her nobleman dad, Francois, who adopts him into the family. 13 years of grief-induced face-maxing later, Arnaud has become the most conventionally attractive 18th century Frenchman of all time.
This is not a just world. Not your day, is it, Victor?
A skilled swordsman, and begun dating Elise. Unfortunately, none of that helps him prevent the murder of Francois. For those of you keeping track at home, that's 2 for 2 on dead father figures, for which he is promptly framed,
Guards! Help! Murder!
slashed, and thrown into the Bastille, where I first experienced some of that trademark Unity instability for myself. And it came in the form of a butt. Yeah, that's right. Every time this guy's ass popped up on screen, the game would freeze so badly that even Task Manager couldn't get it to close. After multiple restarts of my PC and zero progress, I yielded and switched to a newer build of the game. And although that finally got me through the cutscene, I felt a little bummed I'd be missing out on glitches from there on out. Unity continues with Arnaud meeting this fella named Pierre Bellic.
Where I'm sitting, I could kill you 7 ways. 12 if I had a spoon.
Who turns out to be a member of a secret group called the Assassins, who have been at war with a different secret group, the Templars, for hundreds and hundreds of years. After getting his ass handed to him, he also reveals that Arno's dad was an assassin as well. Using a convenient riot as a distraction, Arno and Pierre make their escape and the game finally starts for real. With my newfound freedom, my first stop was to visit Elise, who broke up with Arno instantly when she saw he no longer had perfect facial symmetry. It may have also had something to do with the fact he failed to deliver a message that would have prevented her dad's murder, but I think it was mostly the facial symmetry thing. So naturally, I did what most guys do when they get dumped and joined a cult. After drinking their drugged wine and going on a really bad trip, Arno officially became an assassin.
Arno Dorian is dead. Tonight he is reborn, a novice of the Assassin Brotherhood.
Sir? Sir, stop. When I find out how to tackle you, you're done.
The plot of the game is pretty straightforward. A John Wick-style manhunt of the people who played a role in the death of Francois de la Serre, who, as is revealed throughout the story, was actually a Templar Grand Master killed by other Templars in a plot to seize control of the Templar Order from the existing Templar leadership. After a few failed stealth attempts...
Not there, I didn't mean to drop there.
There's a misinput.
Are you kidding me? I managed to kill this first target.
Finish him.
It didn't take too long to find the next mark, the King of Rats, thanks to a tip from this familiar-looking stranger.
Holy shit, it's the naked dude. It's the butt guy.
After surviving an ambush in the sewers, I finished him off with a hidden blade directly to the scrotum, and was rewarded with another tip, to find a dude named Germain. So I broke into a Templar hideout and freed him from captivity, and was told that this guy was the mastermind. So, after sneaking past some super competent guards,
I think I did that guy a favor.
I took him out.
Then rise, my brother.
You're joking. The butt glitch was back, and this time on the latest game version. With my last solution off the table, this time I tried reducing the entity count, hoping it would make it easier for the game to render the cutscene.
Then rise, my brother.
Yes! The cutscene promptly revealed that Germain was actually the one behind the conspiracy, and this guy was innocent. No! Germain immediately sent a murder squad after Elise, so I showed up to save her, repairing her and Arno's relationship through the ultimate couples therapy, bloodshed. But it turns out our old prison buddy Pierre isn't exactly an Elise fan.
I say we kill her, send her head back as a warning.
So he tries to frame her for murder, forcing Arno to confront him in a cinematic duel atop the Sainte-Chapelle.
Okay.
And even after getting his ass beat a second time, he was still a little too devoted to the concept of pals before gals, so I had no choice but to put him down. After a random flashback segment to Nazi-occupied Paris, I went to kill the second last target before the final boss. Reinstalling didn't work. Killing everyone didn't work. I imprecated the underpaid, overworked Ubisoft developer responsible for cinematics in 2011. I had exhausted all options. There was only one last trick up my sleeve. Reverse psychology. Dude, I want this cutscene to crash so bad. Like, I'm actually gonna be pissed if it doesn't. Come on, crash, 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 crash. Free at last, I returned to, this guy.
Butts! There's always butts when this dude is around.
For one last tip about Germain's whereabouts. Turns out though, he set me up and both Elise and the cult dumped me for getting schmucked. Huh, the talented member of a sacred order being treated unfairly by its council and fighting his old mentor over ideological differences. Surely these similarities are a coincidence. Okay, they're just fucking with me now. After an intense battle with Germain, Arno gets given the Spider-Man treatment, and instead of helping him, at least Girl Boss is a little too hard and gets turned into a french fry. I guess Arno's more of an onion ring guy. To be honest, I didn't hate my time with Assassin's Creed Unity. It just sort of made me sad. I think there is a good game somewhere here. It's just buried under a bunch of bugs and shit. But hey, this game has a co-op mode. Maybe that could redeem it.
You need to protect Danny.
What is this PNG?
Then take down the Spymaster.
I like that the width was off on it too, like it was stretched out.
I died.
No!
It looks like I have to take a shit right now. I'm like, oh, it's coming out! Don't have enough credits.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
I'm gonna let the master work here.
Where the hell did you go?
Lockpicking.
You just teleported away from me. Bro, what? Oh, so wait, the document is in the hedge maze?
Somewhere.
Go left right away, around the corner, and then right. There. Is that where you need to go?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
The middle.
Oh god, yeah.
Hey, go out the other exit, and then go right. Yeah, go.
Wait. Let me see if there's something up here.
Okay. It doesn't look like it.
Alright, never mind. That sucks too. I'm gonna say this is a Far Cry game. There's a game I played called A Plague Tale Requiem, and it's a girl and there's a bunch of rats. Let's see if I'm right. Oh. Let's go! I'm gonna try Prey. I don't know why, but I'm feeling Prey. Is it Fallout 4? Nice! This game doesn't look familiar to me, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this looks like one of those Oddworld games. Okay, it's one of them. Oh, we've got a lot of options here. Alright, cross your fingers, guys. No way! If I can guess this game, it's over. I'm finally free. Okay, we've got spaceships. Project Starship, maybe? Oh no. Okay, maybe this menu has something for us. Let me inspect. Wait. Enemy FTL delayed. There's a game called Faster Than Light, and I don't know what it looks like, but this could be it. This is the moment of truth. Yes! Finally, I can end a video on a win! And even though this challenge was brutal, and I wasn't a massive fan of most of the games I played, I did get what I hoped. I got to experience media I likely never would have otherwise, and have broadened my experience with the video game medium. And now that it's done, I can go back to playing the same 5 games for the rest of the year, as God intended. Thanks for coming on this journey with me, and I'll see you next time. And I promise it won't be another 8 months wait. Unless I get, like, hit by a car or something. Which could happen. You know, car crashes are actually the most statistically likely form of death for somebody in my age group. Wear your seatbelts, folks.